Hello everyone, welcome back to day 4 of our 30-day English learning challenge. Every day you're building your English step by step, story by story. Thank you for coming back. Today's story is very special. It's about a meeting between two strangers, one young, one old, and how a short conversation at a quiet bus stop turns into a lesson that lasts a lifetime. As always, listen carefully. Let the story guide you. Don't try to translate every word, just feel it. Repeat phrases you like, and absorb the language as it lives. Let's begin. The Old Man at the Bus Stop. It was 6:45 in the evening, and the sky had already turned orange and deep blue. Arjun stood near the bus stop, his hands in his jacket pockets, his eyes fixed on the road ahead. The bus was late again. He checked his phone for the third time, sighed, and looked around. There were only a few people waiting, 2 women chatting quietly, and a boy listening to music through his earphones. Just as Arjun was about to sit down on the bench, he noticed an old man walking slowly toward the stop. The man wore a long grey coat, his white hair neatly combed back, and he held a small cane in one hand. He walked with care, every step measured. His face looked calm but tired. Arjun stood up immediately and offered his seat. "Please, sir, sit down." The old man smiled and said, "Thank you, young man." Not many offer their seat these days. Arjun smiled back politely. "My mother taught me never to sit when someone older is standing." "Good mother," the man nodded. "The world needs more people like her." They sat in silence for a while. The wind blew softly. Leaves rustled on the pavement. A small dog barked in the distance. After a few minutes, the old man spoke again. "You look worried. Everything okay?" Arjun hesitated. He didn't usually talk to strangers, but something about the man's voice felt safe, gentle. "I had a bad day," he said finally. "Ah," said the old man, adjusting his cane. "I've had a few of those myself, over the last 70 years. Arjun chuckled quietly. "What happened?" the old man asked kindly. Arjun took a deep breath. "I messed up at work. I said something wrong in a meeting. Everyone looked at me like I didn't belong there. I've been working hard, but I feel like I'm always falling behind. And sometimes I think I'm not good enough. Especially when they speak in English. They sound so confident, so fast. I get lost." The old man nodded. "I understand. It's easy to feel like that in a noisy world." Arjun looked at him. "How did you deal with that when you were younger?" The man smiled. "Well, I learned something over the years. Life doesn't get easier, but we get stronger. And as for English, it's just a tool, not magic. You hold the tool doesn't hold you." Arjun blinked. "But it feels like I'll never speak like them." "Let me tell you something," the man said, his eyes kind but firm. "Do you know what I did for 35 years? Arjun shook his head. "I was an English teacher," he said. "I taught in schools, colleges, even in prisons. And I'll tell you what I always told my students. Confidence is built one sentence at a time." Arjun listened closely now. "Start simple," the man continued. "Say things like, 'I'd like a cup of tea,' or 'Could you help me please?' Say them out loud, every day. Build your own voice. Don't copy anyone else." Arjun nodded slowly. The man leaned back. "I had a student once. Quiet boy, scared to speak. I told him to say just 5 sentences a day in English, even if it was to himself. After 1 year, he was giving speeches, not because he became perfect, but because he stopped being afraid." "That's powerful," Arjun whispered. The old man smiled. "You don't need to speak fast. You need to speak clearly. Speak with heart." They sat quietly for a moment. A light drizzle began to fall, soft and steady. The boy with the earphones moved under the shelter, The bus was still not in sight. Arjun asked, "What if people laugh at my mistakes?" "They might," the man said honestly. "But that's not your problem. That's their problem. You keep going. Every mistake is a step forward. If you never make mistakes, you never grow." Arjun looked down at his hands. "I feel like I'm stuck." The man smiled gently. "Then maybe you're in the right place. Sometimes when we're stuck, we're just being still, and stillness is where we grow roots." Arjun took that in. The words felt warm. "Tell me," the old man said, "how would you introduce yourself in English?" Arjun hesitated, then tried. "My name is Arjun. I work in a marketing company. I want to improve my English." "Perfect," the man said. "Now add one more thing. What do you like?" "I like writing stories," Arjun said, surprised at himself. "There," the man said. "That's English. That's you. Not complicated, not fancy, just true." The rain grew stronger. The old man took out a small umbrella and opened it above them. "You know," he said, "language is not about big words. It's about connection. Even now, you and I are connecting, not through perfect grammar, but through honesty." Arjun looked at him and smiled. "I wish I could talk to you every day." The man chuckled. "Talk to yourself every day. That's even better." Suddenly, a bus came around the corner. Arjun stood up. "That's mine." "Go on," the man said. "But remember, speak one sentence a day, out loud, with courage. That's how the fear leaves." Arjun nodded. "Thank you, sir." The old man smiled. "What's one new sentence you'll say today?" Arjun thought for a moment, then said confidently, "I believe I can improve." "Good," the old man said. "Now say it louder." Arjun took a deep breath and said, "I believe I can improve." "Louder!" "I believe I can improve." The people nearby turned and looked, but Arjun didn't care. For the first time in a long time, he meant it. He waved goodbye to the old man and got on the bus. As it drove away, he looked back, but the man was gone. Later that night, Arjun wrote in his notebook, "Today I met a stranger who taught me more in 20 minutes than I've learned in 20 weeks. He told me English is just a tool, and I should use it like it belongs to me. I will speak one sentence a day, and I will not be afraid." Thank you for listening to Day 4's story. Today, we didn't just hear words, we felt them. This story gave us more than grammar. It gave us mindset. Now let's look at a few useful things we picked up, useful phrases. Confidence is built one sentence at a time. I get lost when they speak fast. Could you help me, please? I believe I can improve. Idioms and expressions. Falling behind, not keeping up with others. Build your own voice. Find your style or way of speaking one step at a time. Move slowly, don't rush. A blessing in disguise. Repeated from day 3 for reinforcement. Grow roots. Become strong and grounded from within verbs. And phrasal verbs. Messed up. Made a mistake. Leaned back. Reclined or relaxed. Picked up. Learned something or heard something. Got on. Entered the bus. Speak these aloud today. Use them in sentences. Share your favourite one in the comments below. Write, "Today I learned to say." We'll be back tomorrow with Day 5. Another story, another lesson, another chance to grow your English. Until then, stay kind to yourself and keep learning.